Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, D Generation X is proud to present to you. Well, no, not D Generation X. What's Good America is proud to present to you Royal Rumble 2024. Yes, we are grown ass men. Yes, we're super excited about the same shit we were super excited about 30 goddamn years ago. Listen, it's not even sad, dude. Listen, as I tell my 12-year-old daughter, grown men are just large boys with money. That's it. Like, men don't, like, once we hit 12, that's kind of it. I mean, what you see is what you get. Like, I literally wear the same type of shit I was wearing at 12. Polo shirts and jeans and Jordans.
That's an impressive sixth grade resume. I mean, I had only gotten maybe a pair and a half of Jordans. Like,
oh, dude, and here's the thing: an Old Navy graphic T-shirt, still do it. Nothing changes. Listen, we got kids, careers, all this stuff. Nothing. You are now in the grasp of sports media for us. Like, this is our bag.
Yeah.
Like, the NFL playoffs and basketball starting to get closer towards NBA All-Stars, the All-Star weekend, and it's WrestleMania Royal Rumble time.
Yeah, man.
This is our shit. Like, I'm just gonna be real with you. This is our shit. All right.
And I'm gonna also be real. It's even more of an emphasis since Alabama is no more, but that's for a podcast.
Oh, you some bitch.
Hey, if it's a wrestling show, America, sometimes I gotta be a heel. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody's got to be a heel, dude. Like, I was going.
But you know what, Chris? This is what I'm excited about the show. First and foremost, let's just get this out the way. Look at my background. Did you ever think? Because we have not talked wrestling.
We've had this conversation on air, off air.
Did you ever think that my background would happen? Look at my background.
Listen.
Look at my goats. Look at this.
Listen, we've had this conversation
let's just start it there.
And off air.
To the Royal Rumble show, America.
No, we gonna get to it. We've had this conversation on air and off air. I will go on record to say I never thought this shit was gonna happen. Okay, Phil, CM Punk, coming back to the kingdom, home, quote unquote. Never thought, and the way things are opening up for this selfish bastard is ridiculous because
you need to quit it right now.
Fine. Out of respect for you
and him.
Out of respect for you and AJ.
Shout out AJ.
I'll leave it alone. For now. Let's just go because you're gonna see you started off, you had me laughing and everything before we came on camera, and then you threw the Alabama shit, which was low, but at the same time, I'm not going on that roll right now, and then you want to throw in fit. All right.
I'm in my element right now. I can make you love me and hate me, just like this guy right here.
Even though I know you know who we are, I'm C Turner, aka Big Sexy, aka the human luchador himself. All right. 205 Live, baby. We here. Like, I got nowhere a belt or something like that, but I would do it if I had one. If I had a cruiserweight belt, I would wear that bitch everywhere. Everywhere. All right. And then the world's strongest man, aka Mr. Six, aka Mr. Monday Night Raw. He's not Saturday Night Live tonight. Like, he's Mr. Monday Night Raw. The red brand, ladies and gentlemen. James Big Game Heavyweight Champion Thing Walton III, aka Triple Dub the Third. What's going on with you, baby?
Yes, sir. Triple Dub the Third in the building right now, just dropping promo class like it's meant to be. And here we are, America. You know, we got a joke as we was coming in, man, but we're going to go ahead and talk about this now just because you may turn us off after this. I mean, Vince, if you're going to go down, bruh, it's been a hectic couple of days. Listen, it's been
a couple years. What the fuck did you think? It's been a couple years.
Hold up, man. I'm talking about the fact that Slim Jim was so mad that they left and then came right back.
Bro, Macho Man had a diss album against Hulk Hogan and Slim Jim was still with WWE, they looked at like, nah, we can't do this Vince shit. Oh man, this motherfucker tripping, bro. Like, did you see the text messages? Nah, we can't. Yeah, we can. We fuck with
No,
them.
we good. We good.
They,
Yeah, you know what? It's all right. Like,
because they ain't nobody checking for no damn Slim Jim if WWE wasn't tied to it.
I have to agree with you on that. I don't really think Slim Jim had too much to lose there, but
Oh,
America, let me tell you something. I've seen some of these text messages, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm shocked that there weren't more black champions in the WWE. I'm gonna say that right now.
oh shit. Oh, I have seen none of the text messages. All right, none of them.
Wait till you read the one. Wait till
Just
you
send
read.
it to me.
Wait
Just
till
send
you read the one I wrote, and it came from a good friend, a fellow Crimson Tide member, Darwin
Hey.
Plum, dropped it in his comments. I mean, when you talk about NFSW, bruh, it's bad.
You got to send it to me.
And it's so not safe for work. We not even cancelable. We don't have enough views. It would cancel us if I read this text to you.
Oh my God.
That's how crazy this is.
You got to send it.
I swear for the Lord, listen to me.
And like we said before we came on air, like I said, that's why I was laughing before we came on air. The person you got to feel like the most bad for is Brock Lesnar because he got a straight,
bro.
Straight ass shit.
America, listen. I hate Chris Rowland because somehow through all of this, everything, all the things Vince McMahon has done, which is this dude listen, he's a billionaire and he has lived a very trite life. Like it's on record. Like this dude has not done good things. But for poor Brock Lesnar, who literally only shows up. Hey, he shows up to get enough money to grow some more cows, man, and fund his hunting trips up in Canada. This dude don't even live. He lives in Canada, and he's over here like, how? Why am I getting a defamation? Like, what did I do? Like, I'm very intrigued. Now, I don't want to overly joke about Brock Lesnar's connection to this because just in case.
He was really at the F5 and chicks.
So we're not going to go too far that way. But as far as we know, this is the most reclusive man on the planet. He wakes up. We actually talked about off air, America. Brock Lesnar wakes up, kills a deer with his bare hands, turns it into meat, grinds it up himself, seasons his own stuff, works out, carpools his kids to school, the ones that are still younger.
Right. And that's the thing.
Probably makes love to his woman, goes out, cuts some wood in the back, and then if Vince McMahon needs him.
Anywhere. Like, it's not like you saw Brock Lesnar at the store because he has his own farm and he does his own meat. You don't see Brock Lesnar at the mall because he's been wearing the same clothes WWE funded, tap out funded for the last 20 years.
Hey, I just thought about this too with Brock Lesnar. I bet Brock Lesnar owns so much land in Canada. He has his own runway for the private jet to land.
Turn around and take back
off right by his house. I'm willing to bet you.
Oh, like, you know he does.
This dude is like, he doesn't like being in public. He only likes 25 people in the world. And I think 80% of that is family. And
I'm about to say 80% of them are his kids and wife. Yeah. That's it. Like, that leaves room for like 7 people.
You know what I mean? So like this is some wild stuff. And this is the other part that's crazy about it. Okay, we're not talking about the plane ride from hell. We're not talking about the steroid stuff from the 90s. Bro, this happened in 2019, bro. Like, this is like
5 years ago.
This is like, this thing happened. It's like Vince knew COVID was coming before it was coming.
I'm gonna see how much I can get away with before they shut us down. Oh my God.
And can we also talk about this? Now, you agreed to pay her $3 million to keep her quiet. You paid her $1 million and forgot. Either Linda was looking for a way out of all this at the end of the day. I don't know, man, but it's all bad. And we need to just touch on the fact that everything that is about to really hit the fan, the bottom line is, yeah, we over here giggling about the Brock Lesnar part of it, but it's bad, man. Like, this is going to be very, very bad. But at the same time, I think it's so weird because the dude has been such a villain in the
Yeah,
eyes
yeah.
of people since
Of everyone.
1999. It's almost like for 35 years, like, yeah, we're not surprised. He was
Well,
like
whoa.
playing
So
part to this.
let's add some more years to that. And technically this ties into like the state of WWE right now, but 99 is when he became a villain to the public.
Yeah, like villain.
Right. To everybody behind like that, the velvet rope or whatever. Like he's been a villain since the 80s. Like him and his pops.
Well, I don't think it's Pops. I won't throw Senior into that because Senior was the one that told him, do not go national. So he's basically been a villain since 1984. I mean, it's been
Jesus.
40 years of villainy. Which reminds me,
Niggatry.
yeah, speaking of 84, that means we got, that's going to be a fun show. Anyway, I digress. I'm just popping you like crazy right now.
You are literally. I'm not dealing with you right now. All right. So this because
now we got that out the way.
Selfishly, we love doing our show. I realize that we both have responsibilities and jobs and all. We love doing the show, but selfishly, we're not rushing through this, but we want to stick to it so that we can go watch the damn Royal Rumble. And I can
like this is everything we say will be available immediately.
Right, like this will be available as soon as he gets in there. I'm gonna edit, throw a couple graphics on it, some sound effects, and all this other shit, and then keep it going. All right, so the state of the WWE right now with Vince, and this does not include the Vince McMahon nonsense. We'll try to keep it to a minimum, but with was it Knockout Sports or whatever it is now,
TKO, yeah,
TKO Sports, whatever,
Endeavor, the whole thing, yeah.
I feel like with them being tied to the UFC and like it's going to help both parties involved because it'll give the UFC a tad bit more showmanship, but it'll add a little bit more validity to the WWE with Triple H doing Triple H type shit. Like
it's been working, man.
It's only up because he is literally all the guys that we saw in NXT that we all fell in love with, or like the guys who were brought to WWE and went straight to the main roster that you fell in love with, but they were undercard kind of guys. He's pushing them now because for guys like me, because I love I'm a big guy, so like I love the bigger wrestler. That's kind of, and that's the age that you and I kind of grew up on. Like the big wrestler is the one who got over. Mm-hmm. So to see Cross back doing this thing, to see AOP back and like they have an actual platform, like this stuff, I love it because he's telling an actual story with them. Now, granted, I don't like that it's against the Street Profits and Bobby Lashley, but it's a solid rivalry. With like, all right, I can watch this one for a little while. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can get behind this. To see DIY come back with Gargano and like actually give Gargano a chance because Vince doesn't like the little guys. Mm-hmm. WWE is in, and like I said, I'm going to slip. I'm gonna call it WWF because for most of my life, that's what it was. But to see wrestling the way it is right now, I'm okay with it because I know it can only go up from here because like he has it going in the right direction. Mm-hmm. We had this joke. Like I didn't think I would ever see CM Punk back, and God, I love the way he ended his announcement when he came back. I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make money. I tell myself that in the mirror every day before I go to work. Bitch, I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make money. All right. To see an America turn you, because you can tell how passionate I am about wrestling, because you might need to turn your volume down if you're listening. Listen, when this is how the show ended. Like, and because like everybody was like, oh, what is he gonna say? Is he gonna drop? I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make money. You in the right place? All right, man. It's wrestling season, baby. Let's go. Go. Because I will ramble on for an hour. Go.
So the state of the WWE. We were kind of talking about this off air, and Chris, this is how I truly see it. And we were talking about obviously our beloved Attitude Era, Ruthless Aggression Era, and I think what's happening right now in the WWE that's got everybody buzzing and feeling is what made the Attitude Era special. I mean, Too Cool pop like they were every single one of them was the WWE champions. You know, the New Age Outlaws popping. You had guys like Shamrock in that day that popped a certain way. Boss Man, heel, but mid card heel. Younger Chris Jericho, you know,
my God.
Eddie Guerrero figuring out the Latino heat stuff, not to mention the guys that were there, the Rocks and the Austins and the Triple H's and the Takers and the Canes and the Mankind's / Foleys, of the world. Shawn Michaels is an authority figure. Vince and Shane, Stephanie. I mean, all this. China, like you had all these things. And what you're seeing is you have a shit ton of popular good guys, which is going to give way to having a bunch of young personalities figure out the heels they want to be. So you can continue this carousel. Because when you look at how many people they have right now between Raw and SmackDown as faces that I can go off the top of my head. I mean, the obvious one right here. You got Cody Rhodes, who's phenomenal. You got Seth Rollins, who's just been there. We feel bad for his injury.
Yeah.
LA Knight has done his thing and has made himself very much a guy like you can't just
you have to
discard him. What do you got about R-Truth? We'll talk about R-Truth in a little bit. He deserves his own.
You damn right. We're talking about R-Truth.
The Miz doing what he can with what he has. I mean, Rhea Ripley's on that borderline, like she's so over, it's dumb. Bayley, over, but a heel, dumb. Belair, R.I.P. Charlotte Flair's knee, who was kind of tweening both ways. They have all these things and have all these people. I mean, look at the way Alpha Academy pops with Chad Gable, Otis, and Maxine.
Please.
Maxine, the way that she's popping right now because she's working on her skill.
And that's the thing, like
you have all this going on.
Thought that Maxine would get the pops that she gets and the applause that she gets because she came from such a gimmick. I'm sorry, but just such a gimmick with the Maxim male models, and she was Max Dupree's sister. But then, don't call me that. My name is LA Knight, and like she was still Maxine Dupree, and like I was all right. Sooner or later, they're gonna phase her out, and she'll be gone, or she'll get fired, or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, I'm happy, dude. I'm in a good place.
I forgot about our man Gunther. It's just there's so many on both sides, and then obviously the young talent that would be a whole show in itself. NXT, Trick Williams making his appearance. There's guys getting chance. Carmelo Hayes,
Oba, the new dude who just came from college.
Tiffany Stratton. I think the world is hers when she finally gets there.
Jesus Christ.
And they're loaded, man. Like they're absolutely loaded in all the divisions. Chelsea Green is phenomenal. And she can actually wrestle, and that's the beauty of her, being the chicken, what do they call it? The chicken shit heel. Like as a women champion, she'd be the perfect, because she can go in the ring. If you go look at some of her old stuff in TNA. So and some stuff she was doing down at NXT as well too. So they're
you can watch her now.
Yeah, and she, and then they've got the Raquel Rodriguez, Liv Morgan's coming back. Nia Jax is in her bag right now.
Oh
I didn't
my!
even mention Becky Lynch. So I'm saying, like, that's like 25 women and men I just named. And the Kabuki Warriors. I'm just gonna put all three of them, you know, Io and Kyrie and
And
Asuka, who's beloved. Like,
the story they're telling with Damage Control is honestly only second to the Bloodline a year and a half ago.
but that's what made us excited about showing this because we knew for 2 hours we were going to get somebody we hated. Now, mind you, like, to also talk about this 12-year-old thing with Chris Turner. See, this is Chris Turner and I in high school. And Monday night, don't even bother us. Because we flipping back and forth between Raw and Nitro. Like don't even mess with us right now. So that's
Do you
where I
know?
think they're at for the first time, and I'll let you go. First time in 25 years. They don't have enough room in there, and this is what made Add to Her great. Even with 3 hours, they don't have enough room to give
No.
everybody their time. So everybody's with Triple H being in charge, and we love P. Levesque for this, man. Like, because he's from that area, he's like, show me you want it. Because I knew what I had to do to get my spot. I said,
Gotta earn it.
I'm gonna be the damnedest, biggest asshole because that's what Austin and Rock need. They need this guy. I'm gonna be the most heelish dude. I'm gonna be the nastiest, assholish dude. And he also said it was one of his great promos from 2011 with Punk. I told everybody I was gonna be a champion. I was gonna roll over you. That's the way he acted. And I think that's the type of thing he wants. He wants the competition, the healthy competition back. That's why it's so good to see the Drew McIntyres figuring out his kind of where he's at. See, you just forget names when you get going. So what happened, Pimpin? Can you not hear me or something?
All right. Yeah, you cut out for a second. I'm sorry.
It's probably my internet connection saying it's unstable.
Okay. Yeah, you're good now.
Anyway, but go ahead, man. Because
So to go back to it, like the Monday Night Wars, and this is kind of where we're teetering towards, which I won't I won't speak blasphemy and say that's where we're at, because that's not where we're at. But it's building that type of excitement. Do you notice what you didn't say anything about?
was that?
Monday Night Football.
No, man. This is not Monday Night Football. Monday Night Football season over. Like we're done.
And that's what I'm saying. Because Monday Night Football did not matter. You
Not
you
back
don't check
then.
the
Not
score.
back then when we were kids.
You
Like,
gonna check the score to see what Al Michaels had to say and all this other nonsense.
if Randy Moss wasn't playing, I wasn't watching Monday Night
And
Football.
that's the whole thing. Like you will check the score simply because, like, oh, the Dolphins won. Great. Or the Bears won. Cool.
Yeah. Back to what's the Rock
Back.
gonna do? Yeah,
Yeah.
what's the Rock gonna say? So
To war. What's up?
no, I didn't say anything. That's
So
all right. Come on, internet.
all right, get off this one group message, get back to the hours. All right, listen. That's what we feel like to stay. All right. Surprise entrance for the Rumble. You want to go first? You want to go second?
I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. Sasha Banks is gonna be here tonight. I don't care what all the reports say. Sasha Banks is gonna be in the Rumble. I'm starting there. I don't buy it. There's no way that is Triple H's favorite wrestler in the world.
Yeah.
Now Vince is gone. She walks through there, that place is going, and that's going.
Oh, the roof is coming off if she walks through.
That's just the truth of it, bro. Like it's gonna explode.
My surprise for the female, with Charlotte being down, and I don't even know how long Charlotte is down.
Oh, she blew everything out, man. We're not gonna
Oh,
see her for. It's gonna be
wow.
SummerSlam, maybe if we're lucky.
With Charlotte being down, it's essentially time for the black version of Charlotte to be released.
Yeah, and I don't even think that's a surprise. I think that's what they've always. And I agree with you with Jay Cart. It's perfect timing.
Yeah.
I think that was always the plan with her.
Because now she's starting to pop up in social media just a little bit more than what she's been, and showing her working out and mind you, she has, not even trying to be perverted or anything like that, but I kind of am. She has an amazing physique. Like she's built, she has a more feminine built version of China because
Yeah,
she's ripped up, but it's more feminine than what China shit was, because China was taking anabolic steroids compared to. I'm not gonna go deep in this whole
Yeah,
bag,
let's not do that to Jade.
but yeah, because then I'll be telling on myself too. So there's that. So I feel like it's now time for Jade to come out. Now, will she win it? No. Will she make a fantastic showing of herself? God, yes, and she'll be. I think it'll be a situation where I don't know if it'll be Nia that puts her out, but it'll be one of the bigger names that has to put her out because whoever puts her out will get put out themselves with Jade's help. Now Jade comes into a feud. Like even if it's I don't even know who, like even if Bliss comes back or Morgan or whatever, I don't know. Like whoever it is who puts her out, and
Yeah.
it has to be a
Be on
face.
alert for both of them too, because I think Alexa Bliss is about 4 months removed from the baby,
Yeah.
and Liv should be healed up. Can I tell you who I would personally like to see because of where they're at? And I know that two of them both have a lot in the tank, and based on who our champions are, and it's two of my favorites of all time, and they're both, one will be in the Hall of Fame one day, the other one already is. But Beth Phoenix and Michelle McCool would be just amazing to what's going on in the women's division.
That's a good way to that. And that's a good feud for her to have too.
Beth Phoenix and Rhea Ripley would be ridiculous.
Yeah.
And that would actually be a great person to take the belt off Rhea because she undeniably is as strong.
She's it. Yeah, she's
if not stronger. And Beth Phoenix is not even 40 years old yet. And Michelle McCool's the same way. They're both like late 30s.
They married older. That's right. They married older.
They're just touching like 40. I was hoping maybe for a Mickie James sighting, but I think she's busy with OVW. But yeah, I think rule her out either. Like she might step in there. And then here's the other obvious one that's coming too. Trinity, aka Naomi, will be back tonight. That's happening.
I don't disagree with that.
That's already a done deal.
I got one for you.
Yeah.
Got one. Santina Morelli.
That would be amazing. If Santina showed up, what if Santina and Santino both entered a Rumble today?
I'm with it. I'm for it.
Fans would go crazy, bro.
If Santina shows up,
they go crazy.
If Santina Morelli shows up, I'm with it.
So I think we should save the Rumble picks for the end. But I would say Sasha Banks is the one I'm calling, and I'm calling it now. And I'm probably gonna be wrong, but if I'm right,
that's something special. I got Jade. I know that's not that big of a stretch, but I got Jade coming out and doing some real damage. So I doubt that they put the strap on her this early in her WWE career, but I can see her going down to like the final 5 and getting into a major feud with like a big name face.
But she's got to throw, in my opinion, if you're booking her, who does she throw out? Does she throw out a major heel or does she throw out a major baby face?
She's so much better as a heel, so she has to throw out a major face. Like her heel work in AEW, honestly, because she gave off that vibe of me just being better than everybody. I look better, I talk better, I'm better than you. Like that's her.
Fantasy booking, you know who she should throw out? Becky Lynch.
I don't disagree with that.
I just don't really know who Rhea Ripley should face. Like, and I don't know, because obviously the Chamber's coming and it's in Australia, so she's going over in Australia.
Oh yeah.
But maybe they have dude, it's so weird. I mean, you got Bianca Belair, like, I don't know, man, but I think I would have to be like a major face because she needs to be booed. I think to begin with, because it'll let her be way more comfortable being herself on the mic because she has
to throw out Bianca.
That would be great too. She has to throw out a mega baby face. Like
It then it has it if we're going that route and the wrestling experts that we are, it has to be Bianca because the similarities are too close between them. And like you, I feel like you have to see the physical difference between Bianca and Jade. So like if it ends up with them being face to face while everybody else is conveniently laying down on the mat.
or
Oh hell.
because Sasha Banks comes back, Jade throws out Sasha Banks. And then they open one of the nights, night one, night two, because that was what they were trying to book in AEW to begin with. And then Mercedes got hurt. So okay. Because we can talk, see, this is what I'm saying. Like, we're gonna stay concise. That was good 7 minutes because I could talk about the women's rumble
the entire time.
The entire time. Men's rumble. I know it's closing the show, which I'm very excited about.
Me too.
Surprise entrance. You already said Santino Marella, so I got to give you credit for that. I think that would be dope. He pops so hard. Santino get the power walking down it, even though he's in TNA. Like, they got that TNA deal, so it's not like he can't. He just straight down, hitting cobras on everybody, and he gets thrown out by R-Truth.
Santino, what you doing?
So I'll start so I can get this revved up. So these are the ones I've seen online.
Okay.
Not, there's no disrespect to him, but Ty Dillinger, aka Sean Spears, has teased it.
Yeah.
At 10. I've seen Chris Masters tease that he might be back. So you might get a Chris Masters, Bobby Lashley thing. Here's the one that I personally would love. And I think that the hardcore fan would love it based on everything, would be Matt Cardona, aka Zack Ryder.
And why not?
Because that would be a hell of a deal. And he ain't fist pumping when he come back. He said it ain't gonna be no Zack Ryder. He said I'm Matt Cardona if I come back.
Okay.
So I'm gonna pick him. It's like that sneaky, like, just maybe he's done such a good job not mentioning anything, but obviously his wife is there. And, he's Cody and Punk and all those guys are, very close. So I would say another one that, we would just lose our shit is if Dwayne Johnson walked down that ramp.
That would end it for all of us.
Doesn't matter if he wins it or if he doesn't. If he just literally was one of the 30 entrants, like, people would lose their shit.
That would end it for us. I guarantee you that would end it for us. Like, there is nothing the rest of this show would do to top that. All right.
And I'll tell you why. And this is how we tie it in. The board of directors might be looking at their newest board of director. You know how we can at least get a little bit of attention off this Vince McMahon stuff? We might need to put this dude in the Rumble, bro. Here's another one. Here's another one that would mess everybody up. And you know what? It's so sneaky, but could be obvious too. What if John Cena enters the Rumble?
Oh, that I almost see. I don't want to say it, but I kind of see that one coming.
And people would love it. Like, oh, is Cena gonna go? Because you got the Cena and Punk and Cody and Randy.
Yeah, it's
all there, depending on, and we'll get to that match obviously after this, because we got to pick a winner of that one. That's gonna be a doozy, bro. That fatal four-way. You can't go wrong with anybody winning that match. To be honest with you. So, Who else you think might show up? We might see.
So the Cena one. You took that one right out of my brain. You got Sheamus hanging around.
I think that one's kind of a given that, and I think he might get his old. It's the shame to play. Here's
one that. Here's another one that I feel like, with all the attention that they've been having with the Spanish culture and LWO, and then El Fantasma or whatever, and like all that. Somebody just left AEW a couple of months ago.
Yeah. And that's a tough spot, man, because that's like he's gonna
Yeah,
pop,
yeah.
but he's not gonna pop pop.
He could come out, or don't they have a match tonight, like where it's like LWO versus, even if it's like pre-card? Well, I don't think it's pre-card. Andrade is hanging around out there.
Yeah, I that deal might be done because I think him and Charlotte are back on good terms again. So if he was a smart man, he'd stay on good terms with Ashley. I'm sorry.
You'll make
That's
the most athletic baby in the whole world. So
yeah, that's Ashley, man. That's Ashley Fleer. You need to make that happen. Shout out to Charlotte. Love Ashley.
yeah.
She's just dope. Other men, like who else?
I don't know. Like for the guys, it's just a little bit harder,
But
and I don't know why.
I tell you why it's so dope because we got the guys we want in it already.
Yeah,
You know, Punk.
yeah.
You got Cody.
Yep.
Well, people really want him to win back-to-back years because you got to be Shawn Michaels, Steve Austin to win back-to-back Rumbles. Hulk Hogan. Those are the only guys that have ever won it back-to-back years, and nobody was complaining about it.
Now, whoa! If you here's the only way I want to see Cody win it back to back. He goes full dashing, like heel Cody.
You got to throw this guy out, huh? You got that's that.
You got to do it, and you got to do it dirty too. Like it has to be dirty to get done too. Like I want the full dashing heel Cody, like the suit. I'm better than you. It's this. There's more than one family that runs wrestling. Like I want.
You want the mustache too, and the plastic.
Keep them. The mustache is always terrible. The mustache never worked for me.
What about the face mask?
I can work with the face mask.
That was the whole dashing Cody Rhodes thing, was protecting.
I can work with the face mask, but I need heel Cody. I'm better than you. Don't compare me to my dad. Like I need that. My dad's never done this. Like I want that Cody to win and go full on heel.
Because I mean, if you think about this right now, just off the top of my head, like I can't name all 30. I'm not that good. But when you think about guys that can win it, that are already in it, you got Cody, you got Punk,
yep,
you got Drew McIntyre,
yep,
Gunther. Let's not forget. Even though he made you still got Brock Lesnar is still, as much as we talked about it,
he's still hanging around.
He's still hanging around. Like real talk. Brock Lesnar mess around and win this whole thing. Obviously, if The Rock enters, that's another guy that can win it.
I love the fact that Brock is just
hanging around like.
Yeah, I got time. Yeah, I got time.
Win a third Rumble? Yeah, I could do that. Yeah, I'm good.
Just put me in at 28. Yeah.
Yeah. Suplex 5 people, throw 3 out. Who are we putting over this time? Gunther? You gonna set that up for Mania? Get the Intercontinental title off Gunther at Elimination Chamber. God. Put him over. Yeah, $10 million.
I love the fact. Yeah, just
three matches, $3 million a match. How much time you need?
Cash at me like $3 million. We'll call it a day.
Yeah, $3 million a match. They'll do it. Yeah, yeah. Vince's name's not going to be on these checks, though, right?
No.
No. Yeah, it's going.
I don't need any big man tied to this.
Yeah, Ari Emanuel. It's going to be. Okay. Yeah. All right. Cool.
Give me the other Khan, not Tony Money. Give me the other Khan.
Nick Khan. Nick Khan is going to say Nick Khan. Yeah, it's going to be Nick Khan.
Oh shit.
I'm sorry, Vince.
Damn, I'm sorry, bro.
Vince, you brought this on yourself, Vince. I'm sorry.
Hey, did you see you sent it to me? So I know you said it. Like he's going in it. Mick, was it Mr. McMahon is all elite, bitch?
Yeah. What if Vince McMahon just showed up on AEW Dynamite?
He's bought AEW. That would be good. Oh, that would be the greatest.
Hey, and then he's got Tony Khan on one of them little kitty leashes.
Oh my God.
Just pulling Tony Khan along with him.
That'll be the greatest storytelling of all time if he just.
And then all of a sudden, Vince Russo and Eric Bischoff show up out of nowhere. Kevin Nash, they start booking.
Why aren't we writing for wrestling? Like Jesus,
bro, I'm telling you. I would love to be a writer. I tell you who else would already had a title by now. I would have been put the title on Xavier Woods, dude. That dude is
Yeah.
he's so underrated, man.
I don't disagree.
And he deserves a world title run, and just let him just promo you to death.
Because he can. Because he can.
Oh, speaking of that, what if Big E is quietly cleared?
I didn't even think about that.
I only thought about it because I said Xavier Woods. What if E shows up and he's just cleared, and that would blow the roof off the place? That he's cleared.
Mr. Ettore, come on, man! Like it's Iowa football.
So I mean, like they have so many great guys, and then of course, you know, like I said, we'll do our Rumble picks here after this, but we do want to dedicate a few minutes here.
Yeah,
to Ron Killens. You have the floor, sir, to start this. This is
Ron Killens has quietly. He's not on my Mount Rushmore, but if you helicopter around to the back of Mount Rushmore, you might see a picture of Ron Killens climbing up there quickly. Kid Quick, when he was with the Road Dog.
Nice. That was, dude. You listen, man. I always, when I found out you love wrestling like I loved wrestling, we were playing together. You're the one guy that I met in my life that had the physical, like the look.
Oh.
Dude, I think you would have already been a champion, bro, because you ain't no, like you on the mic, dude. Come on, man.
Like I said, we missed our window on so many things. Like you and I would have.
We could have been tag team champions because I could have put on, at that point when I met you, I think I could have got to about 240. I could have put on 240 and still been athletic. 2011, we should have won. Yeah. We'd have been
it wouldn't have mattered. What was the one cats who used to steal stuff all the time? The black tag team with the one guy just passed.
Prime Time.
Prime Time. It would have
R.I.P. Chad, man.
We would have been a more athletic, funnier version of Harlem Heat. Yeah. Like we would have been them. We wouldn't have needed a valet. All we would have needed was a microphone and 7 minutes.
What if it had been us going against Big Cass and Enzo in their prime?
That would have been. We would have honestly
them mic battles
back and forth. Oh, come on! Like we would have literally talked circles around them, and pretty sure out wrestled because Big Cass can't wrestle. We would have out wrestled them and out talked them to death until a point where like we would have been calling out the Dudley Boys and the Steiner Brothers. Like, mind you, they would have been in their early 50s at that time. It still didn't matter. They would have got called out because of the mic game being that nice.
Yeah.
Back to it.
Back to R-Truth.
Sorry. His work goes thankless. All right.
No, it doesn't. Not anymore.
Not anymore.
But
because, be honest, the Judgment Day, once Edge left, it took a good turn because they picked up Finn. But then it started to kind of putter, like, all right, what are they like? What's the point? All right, they got Rhea as a champ. Okay, they got the tag belts now. Okay, well we like Dom. We don't like Dom.
No, nobody likes Dom, and that's why they're killing because this dude.
That's what I'm saying because it was like, all right, it's Ray's kid. But how long are we gonna let him coast on that?
Dude, he is the heel of heels right now. It doesn't.
Then it was all right. We love Finn, but do we like Finn with other people? Like, all right, he got his guy JD with him. Like, it got confusing. And then along come their long lost member of Judgment Day in R-Truth,
Nick and Tom.
Like. I got this money for Nick and Tom. Nick and Tom Mysterio. It's one guy, Truth. Bro, the work that R-Truth is doing is second to none, though. Like, R-Truth is that, like, on the mic, when, like, to see R-Truth just in the background without a microphone is entertaining enough. The work he was doing when he had the blonde wig and he was a 24/7, 95 South, 7-Eleven, I-10 Intercontinental International Champion, amazing. You gonna give me my belt back? The work he was doing with Lil Jimmy, like who could go in a ring and cut a promo by themselves with an imaginary friend and kept you entertained?
You got a title match with Cena at Cena's prime. See, that's what people like me are great because I recognize all that. Main evented Survivor Series with The Rock.
Like
He's never been underappreciated in my eyes. And I tell you,
literally broke Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar at
that's
the
what I was getting ready to say.
time.
Is that the greatest moment of his career? I think it is.
By far.
He was this close. And I've read some things about what Paul Heyman said, because Paul said, if you can get him to break, like I'm gonna put you up there, because they have obviously known each other for 30 some odd years because he's been around so long. Like it's crazy to think this dude's been wrestling for like 25, 30 years.
And he looks fantastic. Like
yeah. Well, it don't crack, Chris.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact.
We'd be 8-time tag champions by now.
R-Truth, like the promo he cut on Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman, the time he brought the ladder match out to the Royal Rumble, the fact that he came to the Royal Rumble today, which those of you who are not following R-Truth in WWE, you might want to just for R-Truth. But he showed up today, had his roller bag with him and everything. All right, we got a big WrestleMania match tonight. Truth. Yeah, man, it's WrestleMania season.
Yeah.
I mean, he's right, but like
what see, Chris, but it could be your dream come true. What if Truth is predicting? What if it's so funny and Truth's like, y'all don't even know, like, I'm gonna have a title shot. It's gonna be Truth versus whoever for the World Heavyweight Championship. Like, we don't know.
You don't know. I don't know, bro. Like R-Truth is that guy for like he's always been one of my favorites, regardless of where he's been. Like I'll watch whatever wrestling company that he's with. When he went out for a little while for the injury and the family stuff, I was following him on social media. His music's not that bad. Like I can listen to R-Truth. Like his music's not great, but it's not that bad. I ain't gonna sit here and fight.
Well, that's because you South. He's from North Carolina.
Yeah, like he's Mid-South. I'm like dirty, double cup, purple drink South, like cocaine South. God. But I'm an R-Truth fan though. Like if they get, I don't know. Like there's so many ways to work with him, and he can work with any and everybody.
Oh yeah.
So this is my ode to R-Truth. Nothing but respect and love and admiration for like somebody who's been doing his craft, and like he's essentially the way Dolph Ziggler gets looked at is the way you should probably start looking at R-Truth.
Yeah,
because
it's already happened. He may be one of those guys, Chris. I'm gonna tell you, he could be one of those guys that ends up like quietly being like, and that's where it'll be appreciated. He'll end up being like Rey Mysterio.
Yeah,
he might still be working, and they're gonna do. We're putting you up like you're gonna you're going in the Hall of Fame like while you're active, like just in case something crazy happens. I want to say this about Truth because we need to get to we need to get to Roman.
Yeah,
little 4-way, and then we need to pick our Rumble winner. So you have at least 15 minutes, 20 minutes edit this, and then we go on America. I think the only way I can pay tribute to Truth is by doing an excerpt from one of his greatest promos. Are you ready? You may be a big man, but I will throw you over that top rope.
Paul
Heyman.
Hey, bro, what the hell?
I'm not in the Rumble. If you win in a Rumble, you're going to be facing Brock Lesnar.
My bad. My bad.
For the first time in Royal Rumble history, I am undeclaring for the Royal Rumble.
Oh my God, he's had so many like that. Like it's.
I do not want Brock Lesnar to take me to Sioux Falls City. It's Suplex City.
My bad.
Truth. You're not even in the match.
I'm not.
You know what? That's my bad.
That's on me.
This one's on me.
Oh.
So that's how I feel about Truth. Truth has been dropping dimes. The little Jimmy was probably one of the greatest. I mean, he did that so good. Vince put him in the main event for the heavyweight championship versus John Cena, and John Cena's prime. That's all that has to be said about Truth. And he stayed. That match was 14 years ago. And R-Truth has the #1 selling T-shirt in the company right now. That's my tribute to Truth. That's how much I've been around to see him. And he is also the first Black NWA champion.
I didn't know it.
Yeah. When he got the belt in TNA, that was still the old NWA belt. Obviously not the real one because Ric Flair still has that belt, but.
Shout out to Ric Flair. Here's the fact that he has the #1 shirt, the fact that his name is duct taped to the bottom of the Judgment Day shirt.
I think I'm gonna buy you that shirt after the show. Can I buy you that shirt?
Listen, I got to get you something too, because like
don't even worry about it. Can I buy you that shirt?
Please do, because there's something I want to get you.
I'm buying you that shirt,
and I don't even want to tell you what it is.
Because you know why I'm buying you that shirt? You know the main reason why? Because it's a discount. It's PLE night. You know it's go time. We got to get stuff. You got to get stuff on PLE night.
Oh my God. Oh my God. R-Truth, man. I'm a fan. I'm gonna leave it at that. We can move on. R-Truth.
We are fans.
I'm gonna tag R-Truth in this shit, but R-Truth, I'm a fan.
All right, it's time. This has probably to me been one of the better assemblances of like. I think he might lose this belt. The Fatal 4-Way. Do you think he's dropping it? And if you think he's dropping it, you got to pick a winner. Or do you think he's keeping it? What's your thoughts? I like how we say he, and everybody on the show knows what we talk about.
You know.
If they love any wrestling.
You know who he is.
He who remains. This dude is basically Kang the Conqueror.
He is Kang the Conqueror
in real life, dude. Are you straight up?
Oh my God.
What do you think?
I think he wins, but he wins differently tonight. I think he wins on like it's gonna be a good match. Nobody's gonna get steamrolled or anything like that. But I think he wins like he was winning initially, just pure dominance, no cousin interference, no anything like that. I think he wins on pure aggression and like Samoan pride and everything else. And then I think he cuts the best promo he's cut in his entire life to get the Rock out. And I think as everybody else is kind of rolling out the ring and Paul Heyman comes in and puts the peppers on him, I think he cuts a 5-star 2-minute promo just going on about you talking about where you want to sit at the table and blah, blah, blah. Like he gives us what we wanted for the last almost 3 years. And it's not oh man, could he be talking about? It's direct looking into the camera. You couldn't even win the Rumble match. How you gonna come against the head of the tape? Like he goes directly at him, and it's pure aggression. So I think he wins.
Okay. I like that. So I think
But I wouldn't be mad if Randy wins. I'll give you that disclaimer too.
well, I'm going to tell you why. The only thing I would have to write differently from what you wrote. I love that part of it. He can't be dominant in it because you can't kill LA Knight. Like
No, no, no.
he needs to still, no matter what, he still needs to look like a guy that can win the title. You cannot kill. And Triple H, I think, this is where he comes in. I think Vince would squash him because Vince doesn't give a shit.
No, no,
Vince will
no.
do whatever he wants to do. So the one thing Trish knows is
Clearly,
that,
Vince will do whatever the fuck he wants to do.
the one guy that out of all these guys that cannot come out of this looking weak at all is LA Knight.
Yeah,
AJ Styles is a Hall of Famer in 3 different companies.
right.
Randy Orton is Randy Orton. And at some point, I think they're going to do Cena and Orton for the record. And I think Cena's going to put Orton over because that's how revered Randy Orton is.
Oh yeah,
And like I said, so I think Styles is protected because he's AJ Styles.
he's AJ. Yeah,
If Roman Reigns is the win, he's got to pin AJ Styles, which is a terrible thing to say, but he can't pin Randy Orton and he can't pin LA. LA Knight cannot be pinned in this match. Otherwise, what was the point of the last year?
true.
So that's some shit that Vince would do. Well, I got Punk back. Well, Punk wouldn't even be back. That's the ironic part about it.
I agree.
That's the ironic part about it. The only reason why Punk is back is because Vince knew this was coming. Like, looks like I forgot to pay somebody $2 more million. I'm out. So anyway, smartest billionaire in the world and the dumbest at the same time. I'm telling you,
At the same time,
I can't wait to get money and just show people how to just be faithful to your wife and enjoy your life and spend your money on your friends. Anyway, yeah, bang bang. All right, because this is on there. Fuck, dude. I'm gonna have to agree with you. As much as I would love to see Randy Orton win this title and get to 15, because it's a smooth way to get him to 15 quickly, because he's running out of time. You know what I mean? We can get him 2 title reigns in the next 18 months. We just have to get him title reigns and then get the belts off him. And then he can win a Rumble in like 2026, 27. Cena said he wants to be done at 50. So like we have a window on this.
that's a small window.
It's small. But I think I agree. I think Roman Reigns has to have the title for them to properly, because I think it all plays into who wins the Rumble. Like all this is tied into who wins the Rumble, personally. So I've got Reigns winning, and somehow the way he's done it, which have all been amazing, the way that they've done a good job of they got to keep him heelish. And you can make him look cowardly in the Fatal 4-Way. So you're going to see Solo and Jimmy, and but you might see Jay come through, and you might see the good brothers, and some other guys. But I agree with you. I got Roman winning because he needs the title at Mania, because that's how we're going to decide what we're going to do with all these other faces.
Here is something that you just brought up that could be a wrench into all that ties in a bunch of different stories. What if Jay wins the Royal Rumble?
I shouldn't say there's no possible way, because that's exactly how you get framed on the internet forever. Jay winning the Rumble would shock everybody, and everybody would be happy about it, honestly. I don't think anybody would have a problem with that, because it'd be such a shock and another good way for things to go heel. So I would say this. The only other scenario that I think that I would do, let's say in your scenario, there's interference. You know who I'd have the interference be? It'd be The Rock bottoming Roman Reigns to cost him the title. Exactly what he did to Cena versus Miz at WrestleMania 27. And whoever just happens to be there, it's their lucky day. And then whoever that is going to lose that title at Elimination Chamber back to Roman Reigns or to somebody. Like, it could get real convoluted. We can go hot potato 2000, like when the title, let's see, who held the title? Like between 99 and 2000. Let's see. The Rock, Foley exchanged it like 3 times. Triple H had it once. Undertaker had it for some time in there. Austin had it. Big Show had it. Could go there too, as my children are waking up.
And yeah, we'll get to the point.
No, don't worry about that. That's fine. So I love it.
I didn't think about that.
That would be my, if I was going to have some true interference, The Rock somehow
shit out of it.
Would rock bottom the shit like 3 times out of Roman Reigns. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna grab the baby. Keep going.
Oh, I didn't think
good. Babe, we don't apologize for the future. That's baby Tarazi right there, America. You hear them lungs? That might be the next women's champion right there. We don't know.
You have The Rock come out and literally just walk past Randy. Well, no, walk past AJ, walk past the Miz, LA
Knight.
LA Knight, I'm sorry.
Never do that again. Shout out to Miz though, don't you?
Shout out to both of them. But
I love LA Knight. Don't you do that.
Have him stare a hole through Randy Orton. Which gets Roman's guard down a little bit, like, oh shit, my cousin coming out. We're gonna take care of him, then we might go at it, but we're gonna take care of Randy first. And have him stare a hole through RKO while the referee is conveniently knocked out for the next 3 to 4 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And just have him just rock bottom. Like, Roman goes to put his arm around him. Hey, bitch, what you doing? Hey.
Yeah, be great.
I like that.
That's going to be, and I think that's going to be the match right before, because the men's rumble is closing it. So I agree with you. Like, you have the psychology, right? Like, if Roman's match closes, but I think the men's rumble's closing. That's what I read.
It would make sense to have it, yeah.
But your psychology works great, because then The Rock could come out. It could, you know what it would be? This is the history. I like your finish if it goes like this. He calls out The Rock, and they go like Hogan, Yokozuna 93, and it's like a call out to his uncle Rodney.
Yeah.
And The Rock squashes him and beats him for the title right there.
I'm excited.
So that match is going to be, I just want LA Knight to continue to stay right where he is. Yeah. I think they're gonna put a title on him at some point. And it's gonna have to be IC or better. They can't put like the
US
title on him. It's got to be the IC.
Now, speaking of US,
he'd be a great IC champion too. But
speaking of US title right now, Austin Theory, I like the work that they're doing with him and Carmelo.
I love Grayson Waller.
He's
a hell of a heel, dude.
I love Grayson. I love the work they're doing with Austin Theory, and like they're changing his name quietly but surely, like, because they're calling him Big Body Austin and all this other shit. So like they're kind of taking that stigmatism of him being Vince's guy away from him and letting him get back to that kind of that arrogant ass that he was at NXT, and not just that pushed asshole that Vince gave us. Like, it's more of a natural, him and Grayson are just, you hate them. And those are the heels that we grew up with. Like, it was just like, oh, like it's from a genuine place. You don't like this guy, and like you can point out what you don't like about him. And that's where we're at now with Austin. So big shouts out to him. You could always throw like a Carmelo in there to really push things, and a Trick to really push things in this Royal Rumble, which you don't have to, but you can.
I think that's going to get their story concluded in NXT. One of the two's going to eliminate each other. Yeah, that's going to trickle down there, and then one of them is going to come up full time.
Melo has to.
I know America. We thought we'd be done by now, but here we go. That's how excited we are. We're going to get this done here, so we can get this out, and it'll be great because it'll hit right when the Rumble starts going. The ladies' Rumble goes. So, which one do you want to pick first? You want to pick the women's or you want to pick the men's winner?
Let's go women's, then we'll go men. Ladies first.
All right. Who do you think's going to win the women's Rumble?
Jade Cargill.
Ooh,
You want straightforward, Jade.
I love it. I
Go ahead.
All right. I'm going to do mine with this a disclaimer. If my return,
No disclaimer. Just pick it.
I want to pick two winners.
No,
you already know what I'm going to do.
You get one. I got one. You get one. You get one.
All right. I'm taking Bayley to win the Rumble.
Okay, and that's a damn good pick. You don't.
I'm saying my disclaimer against my show.
No.
If Sasha Banks shows up, she's winning the Rumble.
No, there's no disclaimer.
It's been heard.
No. You got to pick one, and that's the one. So which one are you rolling with? So is it Sasha or you go with that's
it's an asterisk.
One.
I want to be known.
No.
If I call Sasha Banks returning, she's winning the Rumble. That's all I'm saying.
Bullshit. That's bullshit. Pick one. No. So is it Sasha or is it Bayley?
If Sasha returns,
I don't know. No.
No. Bayley, if it's a no-show, Sasha Banks if she shows. Remember, I got sad last year. I thought The Rock was going to show up. So, I was a sad little puppy. I was happy Cody won, but I was like, I thought The Rock was going to show up. Anyway. I picked Bayley, but I do have it on record. All right. This will be a little bit easier because anybody I think is a surprise ain't going to win it. Who do you think is going to win the men's Rumble?
I don't want to go first.
On this one?
Yeah, I don't want to go first on this one.
All right. It's just in me. CM Punk wins the Rumble. I cannot pick against the guy. This is the only thing he hasn't done. And it pisses Cody off. One of them gets to go like super mega heel, and either way, we win as fans. Because either one of these guys as a heel or like money. That tweener heel is money. It doesn't really matter. Doesn't even fucking matter.
All right. I got Gunther.
See, I like how you picked him because that in my head, I was like, that's the smart
money.
That's a smart money. Because then he can beat Seth at Mania, which they've been setting up for a while. But Seth's knee is what's really throwing all this. Like, I feel so bad for him.
I feel like,
so bad for him, man.
I feel like there's the guys in this writers' room for WWE who have to write two scripts, and it has to have one with and one without Seth. So I don't envy them at all.
And it's against his nature, CT, because he's gonna have to literally cut promos, and he loves to work.
Yeah,
because he's gonna have to. Punk had to do the same thing. Remember, he messed his knee up with The Rock.
He's a fighting champ,
and he had to cut promos for weeks instead of being able to go out there and wrestle. It killed him. And then that's basically what killed his career. So I think there's the crazy synergy. Like I hope wrestling fans, when Chris Title says correctly, listens to this so they understand who we are. Because we would gladly just take What's Good America and be a WWE show. Pay me, Hunt. We can start small. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing else. I could gladly talk about wrestling all day. If it was my job to watch wrestling Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, like some of these great shows I see Busted Open, with Dave and Bully and them guys, like I'd love to be on a show where I get to talk wrestling with Mark Henry. That'd be amazing.
Gladly. All right. Just so I can get to it and get this out and make sure that I get promptly set down. Give me a minute.
Got you covered. I'm already Royal Rumble buzzed.
Oh my God, I can't wait to crack this Uncle Nearest open. America, as Walt takes that sip for me, give me a minute. We are now in prime entertainment and sports heaven. Football means something right now. Like it's like you got good guys and bad guys all over football right now. And that's the thing about football right now is that you it's not the classic way of having a heel or a bad guy, because technically the San Francisco 49ers are bad guys and they are a loved team. But then you got the tooth and grit and nail of the Detroit Lions and Ford Motor Company, which fuck Henry Ford, by the way, because he's the one who created the 40-hour work week. So fuck Henry Ford. But you got the Detroit Lions who've clawed and scratched, and they got a head coach that everybody can love. But then you got the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Baltimore Ravens, which you don't hate the Chiefs because they got a bunch of lovable guys on there, but at the same time, this Taylor Swift bitch has ruined the swag surfing. I can't stand her right now because she didn't create the shit. We've been doing this since college, and if you went to a HBCU, you know that was the worst rendition of the swag surf you ever seen in your whole life. Going against the Baltimore Ravens, which you got Lamar Jackson, whose agent is his mom, and he keeps everything in house. And the Ravens got a bunch of guys that are just fighting to fight because they love the game. You got wrestling, which is coming back to the way it should have been for years. It's natural. It's great. You got basketball getting close to the All-Star weekend when it's actually starting to mean something. You got college basketball, which is normally around this time. This is like that dead time. It's like nobody really cares till you get to March, but like college basketball is and women's college basketball is way more popular right now than men's college basketball, but that's a whole nother thing. Enjoy sports right now while you can, because once the Super Bowl goes down and it happens, there's like a month of where it's just like, America, that's been my minute.
Beautiful. All right. This is going to be the shortest give me a minute in the history of me, because we're right on the border here.
Oh, yeah. I'm running upstairs with, yeah.
America, give me a minute. On this day, 11 years ago, this man was the longest reigning modern champion. And he lost to this man. It is 11 years later, and we have the possibility of them both playing a major part in this Royal Rumble, and both being a major part of the resurgence of this product that is now getting more casual eyes than it's had probably in the last 10, 15 years. So know this. I will double down on this. CM Punk will win the Royal Rumble tonight. Because you know what? Let's continue to make good on the fact that, you know what? We could have made a lot more money with this guy. And we didn't treat him right.
Nope.
Is he a bit of an asshole at times? He admits it. Did the WWE do right by one of their most popular stars of all time? No. Think about Punk and Daniel Bryan that we could have had for them couple of years for Daniel Bryan retired. The Rock comes back and he makes an impact. CM Punk comes back, he makes an impact. It's nothing beautiful than when your two goats and one of your favorite passions are getting ready to make Chris Turner even go, dude, I can't stand. Well, he loves The Rock. But man, your guy just made great television. Anytime he makes great television, which has been for the last 2 months, it's drove Chris Turner crazy.
Yeah.
And here's to another 3 to 5 years of that happening. CM Punk. Lockport Township's own Enzo South appreciates you, Philly. Looking forward to one day getting a chance to shake your hand and shooting shit with you. It's been my minute.
America, appreciate y'all for tuning in. Make sure that you share and like and follow and share and like and follow on all social media platforms. Make sure that you show love to all of our sponsors. 9 Round Fitness, Knockout Smoothie, Knockout Lifestyle, Rebel Coffee, Chic Workwear. I'll body slam your bitch ass if you ain't wearing Chic Workwear.
Thanks.
I want to give a special shout out to Uncle Nearest because you're going to take me away. Just want to put that out there. Shout out to, what are you drinking tonight? Coors Light?
I'm just drinking whatever I could drink at the time.
So big shouts out to everybody who's liking and sharing and following, and that's the only way we're going to grow is if you like and share and follow us and like us and share us and all that other good stuff.
America, I'm already turning the Rumble on my phone. That's how serious.
So with all that being said, America, I'm gonna ask you the same question that I ask Walt every time, but instead of asking America, I'm gonna ask Walt the same question, which is
What's good, America?
what's good, America?